So before I get started, I'd like to dispel a few rumors. The word selfie was not added to the Oxford English Dictionary. The word selfie was not made up in 2013, 2012, or even 2011. And the word selfie is not fake, it's not made up, and it's not any less than any word you would normally see in print. But here's what is going on with the word selfie. Defined as a photograph that one has taken of oneself, typically with a smartphone or webcam, and uploaded to a social media website by the online Oxford Dictionary, of which it has been a part since August of this year. The selfie is something that most of us see every day. And so, it was declared the word of the year. In 2013, the use of the word selfie increased 17,000%. So it makes perfect sense that Oxford Dictionary declared it the word of the year. This was mostly in part to social media sites like Instagram, Tumblr, Flixer, Facebook, Twitter, everything that ends with which kind of explains why I'm talking about it. But what I really want to talk about is that almost all of the backlash for selfie being celebrated has come from social media sites themselves. Reddit forums, online blog sites, plenty of news articles have been talking about how selfie being added to the dictionary shows that we aren't intelligent as a society anymore. Articles accused Oxford of wanting to be cool and edgy, and one tweet went so far as to say that the addition of the word twerk and selfie to the dictionary, which hasn't actually happened yet, coincided with the removal of the words future and optimism. Though hysterical, I find this a little bit confusing. Do all of these naysayers about new slang terms talk in Shakespearean English? Wait, no, Shakespearean English is so 1500s. Latin. Latin is the only way to say anything intelligent. Except for that's being Eurocentric. Maybe everyone smart talks in traditional tribal dialects. Because apparently, according to this backlash, language can only devolve, not evolve. To point out how silly all of this uproar about the word selfie being legitimized, I'd like to talk about another word. Photo. 1860 was the first recorded use of the word photo, and it was just a slang abbreviated term for photograph, a word that had only come around 20 years prior. Of course, the words photo and graph have been in the Greek language for hundreds, maybe thousands of years, meaning light and writing down, and that's where we get the word photograph. But they were only made up by Sir John Herschel in the mid-1800s. But made up sounds silly, doesn't it? He didn't make them up, they're words, they have Latin roots. But someone said to me today, quite coincidentally, that the dictionary didn't fall out of the sky. It was written by people. And it's constantly rewritten by people. New technologies arise like the camera, and we have to think of words like photo and photograph. And new trends occur, like taking a picture of yourself with the front camera on your cell phone, and new words appear like selfie, which finds its root in the word self. Selfie is up for consideration to be added to the printed Oxford Dictionary this year. And I really hope it makes the cut. Because language isn't about sounding smart or holding on to tradition or not liking fads. Language is about being able to describe the world around us. We need a word for people taking pictures of themselves with their phones and cameras and tablets. And that word is selfie. So what do you think? Is there a distinction between real words and slang words, and where does that line draw? Because personally, I definitely can think of some slang words that a lot of social media uses that I don't think should be in the dictionary, but selfie isn't one of them. And yes, I take a lot of selfies, so I'm a tiny bit biased, but I still think that it's probably a word.